So breaking news, Bernie Sanders is in the hospital. But don't worry, before we get into it, I'm going to reassure you he's fine. All right, Bernie's fine. It's all good. Now, I got a notification for this about 2 hours ago. Man, when I saw that, my heart sank. Okay? I was really distraught. I didn't know what was going on. You know, I just saw the headline and then I read and it turns out he's fine. So thank God. America's dad, Bernard Sanders, is still going strong as usual. So what happened is basically he had some chest pains. Matter of fact, I'll just read you the campaign statement. During a campaign event yesterday evening, Senator Sanders experienced some chest discomfort. Following medical evaluation and testing, he was found to have a blockage in one artery and 2 stents were successfully inserted. Senator Sanders is conversing and in good spirits. He'll be resting up over the next few days. All right, so like I said, Bernie's fine. Of course, the media didn't skip a beat to jump at this story and sensationalize it. If you type Bernie Sanders on Google, it's flooded with headlines from every single news outlet possible talking about this. Vox, Politico, the New York Times, ABC, MSNBC, CNN, all of them, you know? And I'm laughing because it's like MSNBC only cover Bernie Sanders when it's something that could, paint him in a slightly less desirable light. Because, when it comes to optics, okay, and politics, of course they're going to spin this. Of course, we already know what the media is going to do with this. They're going to sensationalize the crap out of it, and they're going to drum that same old beat. Oh, Bernie is too old to be president, which is absolute rubbish. It's complete nonsense, okay? I mean, anyone who actually knows politics knows Bernie Sanders is resilient. Bernie Sanders has unbelievable stamina, okay? This guy is cramming like 4 or 5 campaign events into his schedule every day. Okay, I read his schedule and my legs hurt. I was like, bruh, whoa. Like, this guy doesn't play around, man. Bernie Sanders is really insane. Like, he'll go to New Hampshire and then do like 10 events in the 2 days that he's there. It's crazy, it's really good. I bet some of the reporters that are on the trail with him can barely keep up, let alone Bernie, who's like, giving the speeches, doing questions, doing interviews. I mean, he has really resilient strength and stamina. So, and it's a rigorous process. Okay, running for president, man, that's no easy thing. That's no easy feat. So this is Bernie's second time doing this, and man, he is doing more than any other candidate. If you look at the number of events that he does, the number of town halls, it's insane. Okay, and for the media to suddenly come out and start saying, oh, he's too old. No, this is absolute garbage because we know what they're going to do. Okay, this is their bias. Like I said, they're going to use every trick in the book. Every step of the way, they're going to try to use whatever they can to paint Bernie Sanders in a bad light because that's their job. That is their job. MSNBC, CNN, these are propaganda outlets. Okay, let's be clear on that. These are the same channels that lied us into wars. They have no problem lying about the Iraq war, about WMDs, let alone a presidential candidate. Man, come on. Last time in 2016, they were sneaking the debate questions to Hillary Clinton. Don't fall into this trap of thinking that, oh, these are like perfectly, holistic and unbiased reporting outlets, and they would never ever do such a thing. No. These are propaganda outlets. Okay, they serve the establishment, so they're going to use every trick in the book to paint Bernie Sanders in a bad light. And I mean, Bernie Sanders basically he underwent a procedure in the hospital. They put in 2 stents, dude. Bill Clinton and George Bush had stents put in. And they were way younger than Bernie Sanders was, okay? Bernie Sanders has no history of cardiovascular disease. He has no medical concerns. Thank God he's in great health. But anytime that something happens, they will jump on it. Like I said, there's headlines everywhere. They're making it out to be something bigger than it is. That's it, man. Bernie Sanders is fine. America's dad is fine. Don't worry. And, yeah. I'm not going to lie, though. When I saw the headline, I was like, shit, the Clintons finally got to him. Oh, God, I shouldn't be making that joke. But seriously, man, like, you never know when the Clintons are going to come for you, man. Watch out. Watch out, man. You never know. Anyway, I'm glad Bernie's fine. And like I said, other presidents have undergone this when they were way younger than him. Okay. And if you look at the other candidates in the race, Elizabeth Warren, Joe Biden, Donald Trump, who's already the sitting president, they're all in their 70s. Bernie's 78, Warren is 70, Trump is 73. How old is Biden? I have no idea. They're all in their 70s, man. So don't tell me that like 2 years is going to make a difference. Stop this ageist crap. Okay, it's not going to work. And I can't remember who asked this question during the debates. I think it was Anderson Cooper. He was regurgitating the same old crap. Like, aren't you too old to be president, Mr. Sanders? Like, why aren't you asking that to Joe Biden? He's also in his 70s, man. Why aren't you asking that to Elizabeth Warren? They're only ageist towards Bernie Sanders. We know this. It's on video. We have proof over and over again. Okay, so the media does have a bias, and they're going to jump on this, and they're going to blow it out of proportion. They're going to do their thing as usual, when in fact Bernie Sanders has more resilience than any of them. Bernie Sanders is doing more campaign events than any of them. Bernie Sanders has been fighting more than any of them, and will keep on fighting, and we know this. You can't stop it, man. You feel the burn. Okay, feel the burn. So like I said, Bernie Sanders is in good health, thank God. It even says it in the CNN article. 2 cardiologists familiar with the procedure Sanders underwent, but who have not treated him personally, told CNN that the senator's recovery should be swift. If a stent is chosen to treat his blocked artery, it's good news in some ways, because it must not be that much of a severe diffuse or multiple blockages that will require bypass surgery. Bernie's fine. This is, it's a common procedure. There's millions of stents that get put in people every year. And like I said, there's 2 presidents who've had this done as well when they were much younger. So he's recovering, and he's canceled a few campaign events, you know, in these days, so he gets time to recuperate. But then he's going to be fine. He's going to be back on it as usual. I mean, you guys remember when he cut his head on the shower frame or something, the shower ceiling, like a few months ago, and then he had like a big bandage on his head. Dude, he went to the hospital, got stitches, and then went to his campaign events that he had scheduled. Doesn't skip a beat. All right. Bernie's a fighter, man. Bernie is a hustler. Bernie does what it takes. He's fighting for us, man. So make no mistake, man. This is not going to hold him back, and he's fine. There you go. So just wanted to put that out there. Don't believe what the media are saying, because they're going to use the same old tricks and be like, oh, he's too old. And are these questions about his health? Like, yo. By the way, you remember they actually did the same thing with Hillary back in 2016, and Trump was actually making fun of her. You remember she kind of like almost fainted. She was leaving 9/11 memorial or something, memorial service, and then she was on the way to the car. There's a video of it, and she almost faints. And man, again, they also blew that out of proportion. I mean, look, we know who Hillary is. All right, she's a corporate shill, but let's not make fun of her health and stuff and blow it out of proportion. Come on, we're trying to stay objective here, all right? She's not too old. I mean, Trump, Hillary, they're not too old to be president. FDR was running this country from a wheelchair, man. So don't give me that these guys are too old. You may not like them, but don't give me this argument, this ageist crap that, oh, they're too old to run the country. No, this is absurd. And I think I speak for all of us when we wish the senator a speedy recovery. And we love you, Bernie. Keep on fighting, man.